Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review for The Punisher issue 220. And this issue just continues the great job of this arc of exploring the Punisher using the War Machine armor. And I like how they've done it in that Frank is still the Punisher and he's using the armor in ways that Tony and Rhodey and our other armored heroes really haven't used it before. And just seeing him do the back and forth with the armor throughout this issue, mainly towards the end, is pretty funny. So this opens up, and we see that Frank is still continuing on his mission to find Petrov, and we see that this group of Chilean soldiers is taking this young man away to a re-education camp, telling his mother to back off. And of course, that's when Frank comes in. They're pretty much saying that they're going to kill the dude, but he's pretty much persuading them to answer his questions, which they have no idea where Petrov really is. He takes one dude flying up at super high speeds, takes another one out, and is able to free the kid. And of course, he can't get out of having food brought to him by the mother, and he's like, alright, fine, I'll eat it. And he's like, I don't think this is made for anyone. And they're reacting, seeing if he's here to save the country. And he's like, well, not really, but kind of, if I'm trying to take out Petrov. So, of course, he's going, well, if you're here, you might as well save some other people as well, showing him, the labor camps and all that. And I just love the no-nonsense ability of Frank. He, tells them to he gives them one shot. Throw down your weapons, and we'll be good. And the dude just starts laughing at him. He just fucking torches the whole kind of, top, gets inside, and everybody's just freaking out. He's like, crap. He's like, take out the rest of them, take out the, prisoners with us, too. And then he's like, screw this, I'm out of here. And pretty much frees them. And he's still not really getting the information that he needs. So he essentially goes on a spree, freeing all these people from these labor camps. And just seeing him just with the tactical efficiency that he uses the War Machine armor, very differently than Tony and Rhodey and the other armored heroes that we've seen. Now, granted, they use it tactically as well. But Frank is pretty much trying to minimize the amount of time as much as possible. Now, granted, he still has the learning curve to completely understand what the armor can do. And previously, he didn't know that there were safeties on, and he was just pretty much using whatever he could get his hands on. Now he's kind of really getting a good handle on how to use it. Pretty much pulling off headshots with the Gatling gun kind of stuff going on and just going ham. So what happens is he gets to one labor camp and it's kind of gone. And one of the ex-SHIELD agents pretty much tells him, listen, you either surrender or you leave. Pretty much orders of Petrov to get him everything out and everything. And he's like, you kind of know what I'm going to pick because he's from Arizona and looked up to Frank as well for what he was doing. And then they start fighting. And, of course, the younger guy in the newer kind of model suit is going, you rely too much on that suit and you don't even know how to use it properly. And, of course, he's able to score a hit on the reactor, thinking that Frank's down without the armor. And I love that kind of thing when it's explored, oh, you're just a man in a suit of armor, take that away, and what are you? Well, in this case, you're Frank Castle, the Punisher, and you know what the fuck to do. He jumps up, grabs the dude by the head, and plunges his armored thumbs into his skull, like the mountain from the Game of Thrones. It's fucking awesome. And then, of course, the rest of his buddies show up. He's like, oh, you want me to surrender now? And I'm like, no, you kind of took that out when you stabbed your thumbs into our friend's brain there. And then he's still trying to get his armor systems back on. And he asks the computer, hey, what's the chance of the frontal assault? Where he gives him pretty low odds, and then he tactically knows what to do. A psychological kind of thing. He just goes on the attack and pretty much starts taking out another one. He goes, alright, put all the power into this punch, and kills another one. It's like, shit. Of course, this freaks the rest of them out. He goes, well, not completely freaks them out. It's like, shit, he killed another one of us. He goes, well, do we have the option to fly? And the computer's like, yeah. So, of course, they start flying. And, of course, he doesn't have any other ordnance to kind of really go at him. And he just breaks in midair, takes out a third. It's just very awesome and cool how they're able to do it. And, of course, the art going with it is really on point. It took me a little while to warm up to how the suit's drawn, but I really kind of like this artist's take on it. I'm usually more into like the futuristic and really kind of clean lines and everything, but this person does a really good job showcasing Frank using the armor more as what he sees it as a tool, but him still kind of understanding now that it's kind of got to be a give and take relationship with understanding with the computer. And the computer throwing jokes at him, being like, do I have anything else? She's like, well, the computer's going, well, you can always throw your helmet. And he goes, enough with the jokes and the sarcasm. So he's taking out 3 of them, but that leaves him open, and he gets hit, and they're saying that they don't read any power readings or whatnot as Frank is plunging down into the ocean. And they're going, well, we just killed the Punisher. And granted, I think it's kind of premature for them to say that, but this is another interesting scenario that how's Frank going to get out of this one? That's what I'm really looking forward to. And how is he going to pay these guys back? Because Frank doesn't let that kind of stuff slide at all. If you don't kill him, he'll make sure he takes you out in whatever fun, efficient way he can figure out. So I'm really looking forward to how he gets out of the ocean and how he pays these guys back and what his overall plan for how he's going to take out Petrov, because Petrov's probably got some, if these are kind of like his top tier, he's probably got something else up his sleeve, and it's probably going to be crazy. So I really enjoyed what they did with the story and in this issue, and I'm really looking forward to how they kind of keep it going and where it's going to build up from here, since they left it in a pretty cool spot. So those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.